The detention block on the Vraxian warship reeked of ozone and fear. Dozens of prisoners from various species huddled in their cells, broken by interrogation or awaiting execution. The guards enjoyed their work, especially when fresh meat arrived. "Look what we caught," Guard Captain Thranks announced, his chitin clicking with amusement. "A human. Found him on that cargo vessel we raided." They dragged in a human male, mid-30s, wearing torn civilian clothes. Blood crusted his lip, one eye swollen shut. The guards had worked him over during capture, standard procedure to establish dominance. "Put him in cell block 7, Thranks ordered. "With the Korthax rebels? Let them soften him up before interrogation." The human, Lance Corporal James Rodriguez, though they didn't know it, stumbled as they shoved him forward. Fell to one knee. The guards laughed, a sound like grinding metal. "Weak species," one muttered. "No natural armor, no redundant organs." How they achieved spaceflight is a mystery. They didn't notice Rodriguez memorizing the corridor layout as they dragged him. Counting steps. Noting security cameras. Measuring distances between bulkheads. His stumble had given him 3 seconds to study the door's locking mechanism. Cell Block 7 held 6 Korthax warriors, rebels who'd fought the Vraxian Empire for decades. They looked at the human with pity. Another lamb for slaughter. Human, their leader, Korath, spoke through the translator. "Stay quiet. Don't resist. Maybe they'll kill you quickly." Rodriguez tested his restraints. Standard mag cuffs designed for most galactic species. He'd broken harder ones in SEER training. "How long have you been here?" 3 months. "They execute us tomorrow." Public display. Korath's 4 eyes dimmed. "Our rebellion dies with us." "Maybe not." Rodriguez stood, rolling his shoulders. "You know the ship layout?" The Korthax exchanged glances. "Why?" "Because in about 6 hours I'm breaking us out." Silence. Then bitter laughter. "You? You can barely stand." Rodriguez smiled, split lip bleeding fresh. "Oh, this? Theater. Rule 1 of capture, appear weaker than you are. Let them underestimate you." He examined the cell. Energy barrier, standard Vraxian tech. "They pulse at, what, 47 hertz?" 48, Korath said slowly. "How did you? Harmonics. You can feel it in your teeth." Rodriguez was already working, using his thumbnail to pry at a wall panel. "I need something conductive. About 15 centimeters. "Impossible. The barriers are a." Rodriguez's mag cuffs clattered to the floor. The Korthax stared. Those cuffs were rated for species with 3 times human strength. "You were saying?" Rodriguez examined the exposed circuitry. "Anyone got metal on them?" 20 minutes later, the barrier flickered and died. Rodriguez had jury-rigged a feedback loop using a Korthax ceremonial pin and his own blood for conductivity. Basic electronics if you understood the principles. "How?" Korath whispered. "Where I come from, we have a saying, improvise, adapt, overcome." Rodriguez checked the corridor. 2 guards. "I'll need 30 seconds. He moved like violence given purpose. The first guard never saw him coming, a precise strike to what Rodriguez had identified as a nerve cluster. The second managed a partial turn before Rodriguez had his weapon, a Vraxian pulse rifle, and put 2 shots center mass. "Clear. Move." The Korthax followed, stunned. This wasn't the weak human they'd pitted. This was something else. "Who are you?" Korath asked as they moved through the ship. "Lance Corporal Rodriguez, United States Marine Corps. Currently on unauthorized leave." He checked corners with practiced efficiency. "Cargo ship was cover. I was tracking Vraxian slave routes. They freed other prisoners as they went. Rodriguez armed them, organized them, turned scared individuals into a unit. By the time alarms sounded, they'd taken the armory. The battle was brief but vicious. Rodriguez led from the front, teaching alien rebels human tactics, fire and maneuver, overlapping fields of fire, violence of action. What they lacked in training, they made up in fury. 3 hours after Rodriguez entered Cell Block 7, the Vraxian warship was under new management. "How?" Franks gasped from the deck, purple blood pooling. "You're just human." Rodriguez knelt beside him. "Yeah, just human. But specifically a Marine. We, crayons, drink too much and are too stupid to know when we're beat." He stood. "Which means we don't get beat." Later, as Korath's rebels piloted the warship to their hidden base, the legend spread. Not just of humans, but of their Marines. Warriors who could turn imprisonment into opportunity, weakness into strength. The Vraxian Empire had captured what they thought was a helpless human. They'd caged a Marine. Their mistake.